Hi, it's me, Bridget, Love Steady Life, and this is your weekly energy report. So what I'm offering in this report is an energy update. Last week's energy report on YouTube is still active and running, but I'd like to get deeper into the more specific energies that we'll be accessing and integrating into our energy bodies and physical bodies for this next 10 days or so. The intention for this reading, spiritual guidance and clarity to assist us in navigating these current cosmic energies in the highest vibrational way possible, to realign us with the awareness of our innate power so that we can realign with the activation of our 5D sovereignty. And so it is, amen. Take your deep breath. Let's activate some beautiful, beautiful magic energies. Feels good. Okay. So the kind of spread that I'm going to do is a mood challenge solution spread. We're going to go for, those 3 columns. I've got 3 decks, and I'm going to pull one from each deck for each column. Got the energy activating. That feels amazing. I think I should just get into it. There's a new article on my website, lovesteadylife.com. If you can't access it, you just need to log in. If you have gotten a reading from me on my website before, then you're already a free member on my site. Just log in with your email address that you paid with and password. That's your password, the word password in lowercase. And if you've never purchased a reading from me on my website, it is still free to become a member. And you can see on the homepage how to do that. And if you want to know more about that, go to the live video on my feed that I just did. And if you're watching this on YouTube, maybe I'll make a separate video and I'll link to it below explaining how to be a member on my website. It's just a way for me to protect my messages so that I can start to bring through some more specific information through my articles in a more professional format that my spirit prefers rather than Instagram. Beautiful. So this report is for the collective energies. This report may not resonate for everybody, but most likely you will not be drawn to my energy or this report if it's not going to resonate with you. Wow, that was fast. I feel like you guys should be able to see what I'm doing. Let's see. Da-na-na. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, I'm giving you almost too much. Hold on. Oh! Guys, don't get hurt. You're falling. Don't fall down. There, that's perfect. Oh. Okay. Wild. Like, for real? This is what I'm really counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Okay. 9, 4, 3. Mother, King. This is our mood. This is our challenge. This is our solution. Pretty groovy, right? Pretty groovy, right? I know my sleeve pulls up every time I do that. I don't fucking care. I love it. What are you guys doing? I just integrated a bunch of energy that I'm going to channel for this message. Just give me a second. I'm going to read these cards and we'll get into the report. Thank you, Hannah. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. I've got the message. Let's get into it. The mood. So the three cards that we've got for the mood that are going to influence this message are Mountain, Strength, the Mother of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Take a deep breath. Here we go. So this week, what's going to be amazing is tapping into the emotional power that we each have within us. It's almost like tapping into the flourishing vitality that results from taking your emotions and the emotional affairs within your life seriously. And by willing to respect and consider your emotional realm as well as those you love in almost a mothering type of way, you tap into the energy of riches that is emotional strength. Get it out, kitty. Yeah, girl. You feel better? You can't come up here. Hell no. Yeah, go up there. Okay. Yeah, that feels very clear. See if I can get even clearer. The mood this week. So it's like, don't be surprised, right? Heads up. Hold on. I'm sorry. My cat wants some attention, and when she wants attention, she kind of does crazy shit. And she's right by the phone, and she's right by the curtains and a bunch of things. Yeah, she's about to do. Hey, I'm about to grab you. Do I have to get up? Do I have to get up? Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm in the middle of a live podcast. If you want to go in the window, you gotta go this way, girl. Thank you. Don't look at me like that. Okay, I'm back. I'm not editing this video. All of this is going on YouTube. I'm not freaking editing. The mood of this week. It's the feeling of like, okay, Spirit keeps using the word surprise. So the mood of this week is like being surprised by the strength and feeling of vitality and like wealth, emotional wealth that is fused with strength just by taking the emotional realm seriously, by nurturing and caring for yourself and respecting the energy of nurturing and caring in your actions towards others, almost in a mothering way. That taps you into a very high vibrating, wealthy energy, King of Pentacles type of vibe. It's a very grounded energy, validated by the Mountain card, by strength. There's no doubt that by being forced to stay inside and by being willing to self-nurture and being willing to be loving towards others, being willing to treat each person as well as yourself like somebody's child, and I guess respecting inner child and listening to it. It's all about like this respect of the emotions, okay, that brings you in to a newfound strength. It's a sensation of strength that may influence your physical strength if it influences your actions to, build strength. But the strength I'm talking about is an emotional strength and almost a feeling of wherewithal, the ability to withstand more with your soul. That will be a result of respecting that emotional stuff I was just talking about. You will feel wealthy. It's like the feeling of when you connect to Holy Spirit and you're like, oh, I'm literally never alone. Like, hold on. And then you start to raise your vibration and you can timeline jump, you can see multiple futures, like, oh, there's a lot of potential here. That's what you guys are going to start feeling, your multidimensional sight turning on. You're going to start to feel like, oh, hold on. I didn't think of that solution. I didn't think of that one either. Why didn't I think of this sooner? You didn't think of it sooner because you were ignoring a whole emotional component of the nurture component of life. So just trust that by respecting the realm of emotions and taking that emotional nurturing that's needed and the emotional self and the emotional dealings in your life seriously. You tap into the abundance energies that go into alignment with that. Because really it's just like bringing like this last piece of yourself into the fold so that you can be whole. It's like the left behind emotions that haven't been expressed. You're being given the time and space now to do the self-loving, and the astrology is really ringing us out right now, forcing us to feel the last bits of low vibrational stuff that's on the inside of us. But luckily most of us are laid off, so we're forced to be home anyways. So let's go right into the challenge. Okay, understand that we are in a very important component of our vision quest. We have the desert card, vision quest. Understand that perhaps you don't know all quite yet, but you are going to come upon that information. And it can be challenging to understand that, damn, if I want more information, I actually have to continue stepping forward. Like I can't hide in my cave, because I've literally already taken the ayahuasca and the shaman is chanting and guiding me through this vision quest. But the shaman is your higher self and the ayahuasca is the oxygen you breathe. So breathe and take steps forward and understand that you are going to keep being given more ideas and epiphanies. It's going to be a lot. You're going to be given a lot of information. But understand, it's like you choose. Interjecting into the message, I just want to remind you, your imagination is magic. Your imagination is a portal. That is a fourth dimensional portal. It can take you into heaven or hell. Fear-based imagination usages. This is the stupidest way to use those words. Hold on. Using your imagination from a fear-based state takes you through the portal into hell. Using your imagination to think up thoughts that produce feelings of love within you in the heart chakra, that will take you into heaven. Other things will take you through the portal up and down as well. Hello. That's all I would share right now. So it's like, you're challenged by this vision quest, right, that you're on right now, because it does feel like a lot of information is coming in. A lot of information that can really help you in life. A lot of information. Almost too much information. Almost too much clarity. And we're having some trouble. 4 of Wands, right? Well, that's 5. Yeah, that's 4. Sorry, I just zoned into that card. This is an energy of focus. And it's like seeing a bright light and having to put on some sunglasses to be able to see what the bright light is coming from. And that's challenging right now because the light is so bright that we're like, until we get something from it, like, it's a car. Just kidding. It's a car of abundance, really. It's like your purpose is bigger than you think. And previously, the older vibrational version of you wasn't even able to mentally consider or process what your big picture purpose is. But now we're being opened up. Now as we start to integrate more of the leftover emotional self that I just described, we are then given the next key codes, the next jobs from God, the next steps we need to take. And so we take them, and it challenges us, because with each step we take, we're given more information that further influences the next step we're going to take. So preconceived notions, pre-planned ideas, fucking pointless. Because you've never been in such a vibration than the vibration you currently have access to. Each and every day, you get access to more and more if you so choose to utilize your high vibrating awareness. And it's not like a lot of work either. It's just like being here and loving it, being here and loving it, la la la. Okay. Vision quest, it's a challenge. Okay, I think I got through about that. So it's kind of hard to focus, right? It's kind of hard to pick one thing out of all the ideas. And everyone's like stressing out. How about you just see it for what it is for a second, instead of trying to hold on to the old mindsets of the old 3D reality of having to get it done, go, work, hustle, more, produce, or you're a failure. We're not gonna be in that energy anymore ever again. That time is over. Now it's time to evoke and evolve the unique voice within Aquarius and connect with the community. And each unique voice singing in tandem creates the sounds that activate heaven on earth, baby. And so the challenge right now is maybe even being able to acknowledge you're on a quest. Some people, like just hearing me say that you're on a quest right now, guided by your higher self, is going to be like, oh. But for other people, it's like, yeah, no freaking kidding, I'm on a quest. And so I say, your energy field may feel a little overwhelmed this week. You may feel like it's a whole lot of information or a really bright light or a lot of big downloads, and they feel good, right? It feels like solution-based energies, but you don't get to pick one yet. And that can be frustrating. The inability to necessarily focus on just one or focus on like the big end game yet. What Spirit is saying is that's the old mindset that's asking you to focus. What you actually need to do is enjoy the abundance of all of those ideas. Enjoy the abundance of having all of those things. That's an abundance of information that you've been given access to. Okay? This is the 9 of Cups. This figure has a bounty, has an abundance. He is content in the abundance. And that is what we need to embody right now, okay? We just need to let that light shine on us and get used to the feeling of infinite inspiration, get used to the feeling of the chakra activations. I'm gonna plug my own work now. If you're curious about what chakra might be activating for you right now and how that manifests in your marching orders from God, if what I just said resonates, then you definitely want to check out the newest article on my website. Definitely want to check out the newest article on my website. Create a free membership. The article's free, but it's definitely got some specific light codes. If you are anti-Jesus, don't read it, because I definitely reference Jesus a lot. Okay. Plug over. Woo. Mood. Boom. Challenge. Boom. Solution. Boom. Okay. I'm going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. You guys ready? I'm so sorry I can't wave at you new friends who are coming in. It's just every time I lean over, my jumper goes up around my neck and it gets like, it's a whole thing. So, for wardrobe malfunction prevention, I will sit my cute butt here and just keep doing the reading and sending you guys lots of love for being here. Okay. I'm just getting a little bit of clarity. Your emotions are being referenced throughout this spread. Your mind is also being referenced. I think it's time for me to get into the solution. That's the best thing I can do here. So the cards that we got for the solution: Wolf Instinct, 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. I'm really excited. This is the first time the 3 of Wands has emerged in this deck since I've gotten it. Yes, fuck yes, yes, fuck yes, fuck yes. I love it. All right. Okay, I've showed you the card. I'm getting a download for the solution. And Spirit says go through the spread before you get to the solution. So let's do that. The mood this week is processing of the growing emotional strength that is within you. And as the world around you starts to get more and more complex and chaotic, you seem to be growing in the ability to handle it, to process it. It's almost as if you were made for this very time, and you felt like an outcast in the world all prior to this time, and suddenly it's as if you and the earth recognize each other. Your strength has always been there, but now, because you have been in a state, or you will be offered the opportunity to be in a state of respect for the importance of nurturing the self and those who you have a responsibility to nurture, such as kids or loved ones. Honoring the emotional state and taking it seriously. It's a big energy of honoring the emotional state. That brings you into new levels of prosperity and abundance and vitality in the physical realm. Because what you do by honoring these components of your emotional realm, you bring your whole self more into the fold of your highest vibrational self. Spirit says there are the final little bits of the parts of you that are still living in hell. Those little emotions, they're going to be coming up these next 10 days. Most of us, we've been experiencing this for years. But this is the report, so I'm saying it. These little bits are going to be coming up for these next 10 days. And we got to honor. We've got to nurture. We're given the time and space to be able to. So it's going to be real hard not to. You're really going to have to fight against Spirit to do that. But if you've watched this reading, hopefully you just remember my voice. You will receive vitality from within, abundance inherently manifested around you, and feelings of brilliance. That's funny. Yeah. Feelings of brilliance evoking from within. Feelings of wealth and also capability and confidence all result from taking the emotional realm seriously. I'm also getting a little bit of like inner child protection. Spirit says some people are trapped at home with their abusers. This does not count for physical abuse. With their emotional abusers, especially people who emotional abuse, like parent-child situations. Reparent your inner child, and then reparent the parent. And allow the energy of nurturing and empathy and compassion to seep out of you. And watch how the universe responds by making you abundant. There's literally no point in putting anyone in the light of your enemy or against you. Pray for them. Feel compassion for them so you can keep your heart open. Because by getting into the hate and the fear, the heart closes and then you de-vibrate down into hell, where none of these great things are possible. And all the work you've done just reverts. Or you could still raise your vibration, it's just not for that much longer. That 4D portal will not be open forever. Hallelujah. It's still open right now, so we'll stay in the now. Okay. Yeah. Vitality. Strength from within giving you not only the feeling of being able to handle things that old you would not have been able to handle, but it's also the energy of like wealth. This goes right in alignment with this. It's like there's feelings of feeling like this feeling like satisfaction, like truly being able to enjoy what you've got. Energies available to us, though they may be challenging, because everything around us looks different and continues to look different in a spiritual way, because we're on this vision quest and we're almost seeing hallucinations in our mind, different visions of the future as we start to kind of astral travel and timeline jump, and who knows what you're doing in your dream state. So we're seeing a lot of crazy things, we're feeling a lot of crazy things. And it's tempting to kind of pick one and celebrate it and focus on it, but it's not easy to do that. Like, it's like old you feels like you're just trying to make sense out of something and use it. But new you is like, just take a seat, babe. It's going to be challenging to just enjoy what you've got when you're on this vision quest. But if you're fully present, you're going to be naturally compelled to enjoy what you've got. So then we start to get the deeper spiritual guidance now, that by trying to clarify things and make sense of things, we know that we're getting stuck in an escapist pattern. It is now an escapist mechanism, a way to disassociate from reality or detach from what you're feeling or physically experiencing in the real world by going up into your mind and trying to make sense of things. That way of being is old and not supported in the current energies. The current energies, again, are bringing us into an emotional place, bringing us into the strength and vitality-filled prosperity that is a result of honoring and protecting and enjoying the emotional state. The mental state will continue to burn out and electrocute out, fry out, and you won't be able to feel like you can't think or make sense of things if you try and overuse it. So it's really, there's no way to hack this system. We're talking heart chakra activations. I wanted to paint my nails green and I couldn't find my green nail polish, but we're going green here. It's all about the heart chakra. This was the time of heart chakra, 5D heart chakra, okay? Think air element, think octahedron, heart chakra. Okay. Why did I just say heart chakra 10,000 times? There must be a message coming in. Okay. So do your best to re-enter the feeling body. Do your best to re-enter the place of coming from a more instinctual place. The wolf card comes out and reminds you that you know what to do. You were made for this time. And there is so much wisdom stored within your DNA and within the multidimensional quality of your soul. There is an inner leader that is activating within each person, especially in these next 10 days. Specific light codes, information, solutions, good ideas and bad ideas. Fuck it, who knows? You gotta try. That are activating. Guidance from within. It's so important. And every time you feel like mentally you're burning out, or you're like, what's it called? Burning rubber, where it's like, the wheel is turning and making the noise, but nothing is happening. Take a deep breath and re-enter the heart. It's natural when we enter uncomfortable situations to want to escape. Escapism through over-processing in the mind so that you can avoid what the heart, what the emotional body or the physical body is going through is a thing. But I promise that if you re-enter the now, it's probably not as bad as you think. And that's why this is the guidance I'm offering. Because the mind really can't handle these heart chakra activations in some of us. The mind really can't handle it. But the energy is facilitating it. The mind can't handle it, but the body wants it. The soul wants it. And all the universal energies and cosmic energies want it. So you really think the mind is going to win? The mind is going to have to shut the fuck up and let the other parts of the bodies start to activate and turn on. So we're in the solution spread. And the instinct card comes up. Spirit says, follow your instinct. 10 of Cups. As your abundance is drawn to you. No one knows the vibrational scent of your highest vibrational reality the way your soul knows. Your inner instinct will lead you to your own personal highest vibrational reality. The solution is be willing to chart stormy waters and trust that you have the strength, wherewithal, and capability to emotionally process your personal stormy waters. Before you put yourself on the boat and out into the realm of your darkest emotions, take a step back and acknowledge that this is you you're looking at. This is you you're dealing with. All we're talking about is integrating some parts of yourself that have been more easily escaped from in the past, that seem to be coming up for attention in the now. Trust that your instincts will guide you. But know that no matter what, the abundance is already around you. It's just that this is high vibrational information that's coming in. It's like the crystalline nature that's activating in the atoms around us. That's happening. Like the 10 of Cups energy is all around you. You don't necessarily have to go anywhere. We still gotta go within. I'm trying not to repeat the light codes from last week's message. It's like, if you want more light codes after this reading, go to last week's message on YouTube. Okay, no, I said that last week. As you decide to chart this course of what you're gonna do this next week, I hope you will remember how capable you are. And I hope you will allow your instincts to guide you, or at least that you will truly respect your instincts and let them influence the manner with which you look upon the stormy waters that are now yours divinely to sail. Understand it's how we prepare ourselves, and in the initial approach, that energy, how you prepare yourself in your initial approach, only influences the first step. Once you take a step, you're in a new vibrational reality, and then you get more light codes and key codes. And then again, you're in this moment, you've got new energy, do you take your step back? And then you make your next step. The solution energy finalizes with this abundance. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. I feel like I have a little more to say about this. Okay. Dream a big dream. Ensure that the quality of your gaze as you look upon the potential for your life and for your future. Ensure that you're actually making room for the manifestation of your wildest hopes and dreams, because now is a perfect time to plant those seeds. You know, now is a really important time for us to use our imagination to imagine best case scenario, because when you use your imagination, you build new universes and timelines. And what we can do is we can oversaturate the quality of the timelines available to us by being more specific about our imagination, and also being accountable about what our imagination might expose. Oftentimes when we try to dream a big dream and imagine best case scenarios. Fears come up, doubts come in, acknowledge them and write them down so you can rebuke them. That's all. They will be rebuked. Whether you can rebuke them by your own 5D soul, or you can call upon a 5D master to assist you, whatever you want. As you dream a big dream, fears, demons, negative entities, doubts activate. You face them, you rebuke them, and then you will have more clarity because that shadow and darkness will be gone. And then you continue to dream a big dream and dream a big dream. And the reasons that these walls come up, these entities or these doubts from your mind or from within, I'm using so many different words because everybody exists in a different microcosm of multidimensionality of the now moment. And so people resonate with different terms. So sometimes I'll use a lot of terms because I want to try and resonate with all the different soul family members. Okay. So every time we use our imagination to dream up something, to visualize something, if it's like an 80% chance that you're actually building a timeline. You're actually creating a universe with that God power. You're creating a universe, a potential. Sometimes there are pre-planted potentials in the multitude because a future you or parallel you has created it, or someone else has created it and you're a part of it. So there are a lot of different ways that universes can be built or timelines can be created in order to manifest them. But I just want to remind you that if we think best case scenario, high vibrating, love-based information, dream a big dream, imagine the best solutions possible, not only are you creating timelines and potential realities of that, but by creating all those timelines and potential realities of that, you make those considerations and positivities and heart-based thought forms, you make them a little more accessible to everyone else in the collective. I'm going to bring you closer because there's a loud vehicle out there. Okay. So we saturate the timelines of our collective energy fields with best case scenarios. And it's even just visualizing oh my God, they got the solution to heal everybody, yay! And imagining that scenario. Nice. Beep beep, baby. Imagine best case scenario. And as you imagine it, you're gonna hit roadblocks. Face them, process them. Sometimes these roadblocks aren't always doubts. Sometimes it's logic. Hold on, you can't just walk into the street. You gotta look both ways. Sometimes logic will come in to correct, to assist you, and more specifically and powerfully manifesting the desire that you have set with the intention that you are visualizing through your imagination. And so we trust our instincts as we begin to visualize towards our abundance, our prosperity that we know is divinely intended in one timeline or another for each and every one of us. One of those first steps, of course, is being grateful for the components or little bits of abundance that you see in your life, for sure. It's going to be a challenge to continue to take steps forward when we don't know what's coming. But universe reminds us that it's actually an escapist technique to try and make sense of what's coming in. And instead, we need to focus on the heart and the heart chakra and the realm of the emotions and the realm of the soul and the instincts and this inner power that's coming online, because we are stronger than we think if we're willing to function from this new place that's coming online. There's such an energy of abundance, of love and wealth and good feelings in each column of this spread. before you can receive it, you've got to like open up to it, and you've got to acknowledge it when it comes to any blessing. Like if I've got blinders on because I'm just talking about how I hate things, you think you're going to see the blessing that comes in? No. Dream a big dream. Think best case scenario. And you don't have to have one best case scenario. You can be like, okay, God, okay, universe, here's option 1. Dream, 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 dream. That would be awesome. Okay, what else? Okay, here's option 2. Dream, 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 dream. Let's saturate the playing field with more light codes and with more light ability. And by doing that, we put more potentiality for these high vibrating love light outcomes into the realm, into the ethers, so that other people can tap into that and just say, you know what, I'm feeling a little more optimistic today. I think I'm going to use my imagination to dream a big dream, to imagine best case scenario. Because as you raise your vibration, you get access to higher vibrations, you get access to the quantum use of your mind, you can activate more DNA, those mystery strands of DNA. You can start to utilize your mind in a more efficient way because you're now able to have a healthier flow of electricity through your mind because you've brought the emotions into the fold. There's a whole process going on, my loves. It's an upgrade. And the best thing we can do is breathe to regulate that. Some of you are going to feel the electricity more in your bodies, so move around, stretch. Now's the best time to get free yoga training and like fitness training on your favorite social media platforms. So many amazing professionals are going live, offering their resources for free and for discounted rates because we're all laid off. So take advantage if you want, if that resonates. Okay, do I have anything else to say? That was cool. I hope that helps. So, I love you. I hope you can, just stay breathing deep and letting the epiphanies come. Continue facing your emotional space. Continue rebuking the energies of darkness as they try to influence your thoughts and your creativity, so that you can start to access and activate the God spark within you that creates its own realities. Take a deep breath. One more reminder that there's a new article on my website. I'm really excited about it. And it's really easy to create a free membership so you can see the article. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful week. If you need to book a reading with me, I'm opening up my schedule, and I've tried to make my prices in my online shop a little more reasonable. I took out pretty much all my processing fees, and I took out like all of my administrative fees. So that's just some back-end stuff that I did to try and make things, make more sense, or at least just more accessible. I'm doing my best here, and I really want to stay here for you guys because it's crazy to say in such a dark time. My spirit keeps saying, you were made for this time, baby. It's your time. Like, really, spirit? During fucking Corona, you're telling me this is my time? Like, okay. I'm going to keep flowing with it, though. I love you guys a lot. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love. Yay! Thank you for your comments. I'll be back if the energy shifts, okay?